Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the Mikey Report. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another episode of the Mikey Report. I am, of course, Mikey Edwards. And I want to say thank you to everyone watching, whether you are watching now or later. I really appreciate it. I know I'm taking a little bit of time. I'm trying to get some technical things figured here. Want to see if I can find out some information regarding my video. I might have to try to get I'm trying to get the ID for the video so I can view your comments on the Facebook page. But I can also check the YouTube one here. So anybody who wants to send comments can do so on YouTube, Facebook. Let me see if I can actually get that going here. See if something will pop up. Yeah, I have to try to get that. So we will try to get that for you in a moment. But for now, you guys can look at the comments or send me the comments via the through TMR, and I will be able to see them. But I had a good time meeting up with a prominent YouTuber Saturday, sorry, and it was a good meeting to hash out a few things because I had wanted to do an interview with this person, but unfortunately they're doing an actual Q&A this coming weekend, so I'm not able to do anything with that. However, it doesn't stop us from moving forward here at the Mikey Report. As you well know, I have been periodically on the air for 7 years. As a TMR, as the main head of TMR, I've done a lot of changes and a lot of thinking over the last few years, and life has gotten to the best of me, where I haven't been able to be as consistent as I once was. With that being said, I do plan on returning to the consistency that once was. And for that, we are going to do Monday through Thursday, starting tomorrow, with a regular 6 o'clock newscast. We might try to do 6 and 11 as well, but that'll remain to be seen, whether depending on stories and also energy on my part, because I do work at 5 o'clock in the morning full time. But 9 times out of 10, you will have a 6 p.m. newscast. Friday nights, of course, I'm busy through the fall through spring with prior commitments, so therefore I cannot do a newscast from our studios here in Phoenixville. But we will try to bring you some other stuff throughout the week. Weekends are usually busy. If not, then we will definitely make sure that you are on top of things, whether it's news, weather, or sports. And of course, you know as well that anytime true severe weather is going to hit this region of eastern Pennsylvania, we will bring it to you. We do not. We cover eastern Pennsylvania on east, so we do cover New Jersey, New York, and Delaware as well, because that is our primary viewing area. However, if you're wanting any specified local forecasts for any region, you may contact me via Facebook or via private message to say, hey, I want some coverage for my area, and I will be glad to include your area in my broadcast. That being, on top of that, I want to get away from, I've been wanting to try to become a little bit more relevant in some of the stuff I do. So, for some of you, you guys know I do play Pokemon Go. I play that pretty avidly. For the past year and a half, I have. And I plan on doing some segments, not a whole lot, and some segments about playing in more of a suburban area, where suburban college area, unlike a city player would be doing. So that is something I plan on doing as well. Plus, we also plan on having other stuff going on. I do plan on covering, of course, University of Valley Forge athletics, as I have in the past. Not fully, but actually, I've been almost given an okay by the head baseball coach to do a lot of coverage on my channel of the UVF baseball team. And I'm all up for it, as long as it's through approval and proper channels, obviously. And you guys, those who are watching that are part of the baseball team, I want you to know that once I organize things here, I want you to be a part of Mikey Report coverage. I want you guys to be involved. I want you guys to be included. And I want you guys to give me your takes. So, plus, also want to try to get any Skype interviews and whatnot. So, there's a lot of stuff that can be done that can really, because I've been wanting to boost Mikey Report to the next level. And, I mean, there's stuff that we've done in the past that has had success. But it's very localized. It's tough to have something go global when you're focused is not on a global global area. It's very tough, especially when you're so used to covering more localized news and stories. And we want you to be able to take a look at us. So, are there anybody who has any questions about TMR or anything? Anybody who wants to comment may do so. I'm trying to see. My chat viewer is not. I don't know if my chat viewer is fully working or not. I'm trying to use a couple different things, so it's kind of skittish at the moment. Let me see if I can find. Nobody's actually been commenting on Facebook. But if you're watching via Facebook or if you're watching via YouTube, please give me, let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're wanting in terms of our broadcast. In terms of our broadcast. We aren't going into that just yet. I can tell you this. Not the Cowboys. Not the Cowboys. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I can see it. Thank you for actually typing that in. That is much appreciated. Let me pull it back over. Just got to keep up on the Facebook side, even though nobody's watching on the Facebook. But people are watching on YouTube, so thank you. We do have, again, we're going to have our discussion zones regarding the NFL. We're going to have we're not going to lose track of the sports. So of course, UVF intramurals will probably get back on track with those and what have you. But our main focus is trying to add more content and consistency, which we've gotten away from over the last number of years because life has gotten in the way. And we don't want that to be a hindrance anymore. So with that being said, I want you all to be able to be a part of TMR's exclusive coverage of everything. So if you are being a part of, if you're able to be part of anything, please come and be a part. We would truly appreciate you being involved. So, I mean, this ain't gonna be a super long, but I want you guys to know that this season of TMR is gonna be different. And the one thing I didn't actually mention is I want to do something because there's us guys. Sorry. Because for those of you who don't know, I am getting married next year. And I want to shed a little light from my perspective about the wedding the process that we're going through. And a lot of it is the planning. A lot of grooms don't do a lot of the planning. And they usually leave their future spouses, the prospective bride, to do it. And that causes a lot of stress on the bride. I noticed that when I was involved in a wedding 2 years ago. There was a lot of maybe undue stress on the bride, as much as my buddy who was the groom wanted to help and did what he could. Sometimes the bride just gets a little too set in her ways. So it can be a lot of stress on both parties if some things aren't just right. So I know myself, I'm going to delve more into this, but I know myself, I'm more of the technical guy. So I've set up a lot of stuff already. So I'm going to delve more into that and my perspective. That's going to be a separate segment for a separate playlist of TMR that we're going to have, where you guys who are going to become grooms can do and can find out about this. And for those of you who have already gone through the process and have been married for a couple of years, please join me and discuss with me about it to others, because I think it would help. It would help society a lot in getting couples on the same page with whatever they do. And I know it's not the most, this isn't the most glamorous, this isn't the most clean video that I will share. Most of them aren't. I'll admit that. Straight up, I'll admit that. Because sometimes I just don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not going off of any news stories or anything like that. I'm just going off the cuff, telling you what TMR is going to try to do over the next number of months, Lord willing. So I am thanking everybody for being a part of what I am doing here, of what TMR Studios is doing for the common good. And we are gonna be rolling with a lot more stuff here. I know, like I said, tomorrow we're going to start with a regular 6 o'clock newscast. I'll bring you the top stories of the day from around the nation and around the world, as well as weather for primarily the Phoenixville area, but because the UVF community, but also for eastern Pennsylvania and points east. For those of you who wonder about any other places, please contact me and I will get you, and I will do that for you. So with that being said, my tongue's getting tied, I'm getting hungry, and I'm finally thawed out because I was just outside a little while ago with some Pokemon raiding. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of what TMR is doing and will do in the future. And thank you to all who have been a part and have been an influence over the last number of years. Couldn't have done it without you. I'm Mikey Edwards, signing out for now. God bless. Good night.